How come some people achieve so much and some so little? Being a highly successful man himself, Kevin Kruse set out to interview 7 billionaires, 13 Olympic athletes, 29 straight-A students, and 239 entrepreneurs about their productivity habits. 15 secrets successful people know about time management is the result of those habits. Today I'll share a summary of the book and give you the top takeaways. Let's start by a story from Kruse himself and secret number 1. Time is your most valuable and scarcest resource. Being plagued by constant interruptions when working as a CEO, Kruse decided to put a sign on his door that read 1440. Why? As he saw it, there were 1,440 minutes in a day. Each minute would either take him towards success or towards failure. How he spent those minutes were crucial, and how his employees spent those minutes was also crucial. Time was his and his employees' most precious resource. Therefore, he wanted to alert anyone knocking on his door that time was a finite and scarce resource, and, once spent, one that could not be returned. You only have one shot at every minute you get in life. Use it well. So how do you spend your minutes well? Secret number 2. Identify your most important task and do it first. You need to figure out MITs, most important tasks. Then you start your day by doing them first. That way you're less likely to be disrupted by events during the day. When you have long-term goals, to reach them, you need to figure out what your most important tasks are right now, and then complete them. Keep your eye on the long-term goals, as they will drive you forward and should be crystal clear, but focus on the MITs. You also need to structure your day. This is secret number 3. Work from your calendar, not a to-do list. A to-do list will enable you to see what needs to get done, but it has no order of priority. If just having a to-do list, while completing one task, you'll realise you need to do another, and it will lead to a forever growing to-do list that isn't completed successfully as it keeps shifting and changing. Also, on to-do lists, complicated and undesirable tasks tend to end up left undone, and having a lagging to-do list creates stress. It's only when you put what needs to be done in a calendar and strictly set time aside for each task that it gets done. Schedule your MITs in your calendar and see them as important appointments. Never cancel on yourself unless absolutely necessary. If you do, immediately reschedule. Tend to always be dragging your heels? That leads us on to secret number 4. To avoid procrastination, trick yourself. Do you love to procrastinate but hate the results it brings? To beat yourself at this game, turn what you aim to do later into something you do now. Put it in your calendar or MITs. Remember, you cannot cancel on yourself once you've scheduled an appointment with an MIT. To keep your motivation high and to remain accountable, imagine the end results and share your task or goal with someone else who does it with you or keeps you accountable. Such as joining a gym with someone or having someone check in with you every day to see what your MITs are and if the MITs from yesterday have been completed. You can also give yourself a treat when completing a task, be that a walk around the park or a phone call to a friend. Likewise, if you complete all the MITs for the day, you can treat yourself to an evening of something fun. If you don't complete a task, have a punishment in place, such as donating money you really don't like donating right now, or doing the washing for a week. Also, fake it till you make it. Imagine yourself a highly effective and successful person with limited minutes every day. Treat yourself as if you were Richard Branson or Oprah Winfrey. Lastly, embrace the fact that you aren't perfect. Don't get upset if you don't get everything right. Settle for good and aim to improve. If you like the sound of this book so far, you can get it for free with a trial of Audible using the link in the description. I highly recommend Audible and personally use it all the time. Also, if you use the link in the description, it helps to support this channel. Secret number 5 is there will always be more, so set time to leave the office or leave when you get tired. Andy Grove, author of High Output Management, has a rule that when he gets tired, his job is done for the day. Because if he keeps looking at what is left to do, he'll never stop working. Focus on completing your MITs every day. Once that's done, the job is done. Hustle smart, not always. But what if great ideas come to you after work hours? That's secret number 6. Always carry a notebook and write your ideas down. Studies show that the brain uses interconnected functions when processing written information. Basically, it leads to more accurate and clearer recall of information than when typing. So when you get your next great idea or need to remember something, write it down. If it's an idea worth keeping, set time aside later to type it into your laptop so you don't lose it. Speaking of typing away, you need to deal with your inbox. Secret number 7 is apply the 3-2-1-0 rule when checking your inbox. Emails become a huge time waster, which is ironic because they should be saving us time. We no longer have to write letters that we post, nor do we have to waste time on long phone conversations. We can be precise and to the point in emails. Yet, McKinsey Global Institute found that office workers on average spend 1/3 of the day exchanging emails. To ensure this doesn't become the case, unless you're a customer service representative or similar, Cruise suggests to apply the 3-2-1-0 rule. Spend 21 minutes, 3 times a day, to check your inbox and reply to emails. When you read an email, decide immediately to take action or delegate it. Don't save it till later unless you absolutely have to. And you only have 21 minutes to deal with your inbox, so keep your replies to the point. Also, remember to turn off email notifications so that you don't get distracted during the day by incoming emails. Meetings are another big time waster. Secret number 8 is, to avoid wasting time, only schedule meetings as a last resort. As a last resort means if all other ways of communication fail, emails, phone calls, etc. If you need to schedule a meeting, keep it as short as possible, such as a huddle where everyone stands up. Research shows that sit-down meetings last an average of 40% longer with no significant difference in the quality of decisions made. Also, have a neatly planned agenda and set a time limit, such as keeping it to 15 minutes maximum. Of course, make sure everyone turns off their cell phone to maximise productivity. Just as you need to say no to meetings, secret number 9 is, say no to everything that doesn't support your top priorities. Warren Buffett said that successful people say no to nearly everything. Why? Because they have to decide what takes them towards their goals and what doesn't. They will say no to everything that doesn't support their immediate goals. Think of it as an opportunity cost. When you choose to do one thing, you lose out on everything else. So choose things that support your immediate goals. Of course, you will have immediate goals in your private life as well. That's outside of work hours, but you can also still apply the same principle. Another principle is the Pareto principle, and secret number 10 is to follow it. The Pareto principle states that 20% of your tasks bring 80% of your results. So focus on the 20% that brings you results. The other 80% you can down prioritize or outsource. Likewise, you're more passionate about certain things than others, and secret number 11 is to focus on the things that utilize your unique strengths and passions. If you do things you love, you tend to do them better and faster. A Harvard research team did some research and asked employees to ask themselves 3 questions when approaching a task. 1. Can the task be dropped entirely? Is it really necessary? If not, drop it. 2. Can the task be delegated? 3. Can you create a better solution? They found that a lot of time was saved this way because people delegated what they didn't want to do or weren't the best at doing to others and came up with better processes for things they had to do or were uniquely suited to doing and passionate about. Consider, for example, if you spend 10 hours a week cleaning the house. If you set your own hours working, you know this time could be spent earning $50 per hour instead. If you hire a cleaner for $25 per hour, you're saving $25 per hour. The cleaner might even be able to clean your house in less time than you would, because they're a professional cleaner, saving you even more money. Of course, if you enjoy cleaning and it's a way you de-stress, then by all means don't hire a cleaner. Mark Cuban, for example, enjoys doing the laundry, but if it isn't your passion, do your best to delegate. That way, more things that are important to you will get done. Another way to save time is secret number 12. Batch your work with reoccurring themes for different days of the week or month. We all become more productive when we aren't constantly changing gear. For example, every Monday might be spent dealing with admin, and every Wednesday spent on product development, while Fridays are for meetings. Dustin Moskovitz, the co-founder of Facebook, has a No Meetings Wednesday theme. For the average Joe, that might not sound spectacular, but when you work at that level, having one day of uninterrupted focus in your office can make a world of difference. And if you get to that level, you need every minute you get. The next secret, secret number 13, is if you can do it in less than 5 minutes, do it now. As mentioned previously, when you look through your inbox, immediately deal with replying to an email you open. Should the email have a lengthy task attached to deal with to be able to respond, immediately schedule it to your calendar. The same applies for any other task you carry out. If you can do it now, do so. If not, immediately schedule it in your calendar. Also, set time aside for routine tasks, such as cleaning your desk, paying bills. If you let them pile up, this will create physical and mental clutter. What would take 5 minutes a day or 20 minutes a week ends up taking a whole lot more time. You also need to set time aside for yourself. That's secret number 14. Schedule time for your mind, body, and spirit. Setting a morning routine where you revive mentally and physically, eating a healthy breakfast, meditating, and exercising energizes you for the day ahead and allows you to keep a clear mind. Lastly, and very importantly, secret number 15. Productivity is about energy and focus, not time. Ever notice you get more done in a specific state of mind? To get more stuff done, it isn't about time, but about energy and focus. You're the most energized in the morning. That's why you schedule your MITs then. In general, the brain works best focusing in 90-minute time slots. After 90 minutes, you need a break to revive and revitalize. Having a snack, going for a walk, doing a 15-minute exercise routine, or prepping dinner, whatever takes your fancy, can all work to revitalize you for your next 90-minute session of focused work. Don't forget to check out Audible using the link in the description to get this book for free. I personally think audiobooks are the best investment you can make because just one book can completely change your life. Check out the new Always Improving merchandise to help support the channel. We have some new designs which relate to various self-improvement concepts.